Join me today for what will probably be a brief video about the latest ridiculous turn in the effort to save Star Wars The Acolyte. This is the Geek Cabal channel. My name's Bobby, and today we're going to turn back to the topic that just refuses to die. Star Wars The Acolyte. Yes, hashtag save the Acolyte. Apparently, a group of individuals, I don't know, has created a GoFundMe page to try to get money. They're asking for $2,220, I believe, to run ads to try to encourage Disney to renew The Acolyte for season 2. At this point, I'm unironically considering chipping in like $1 or $2, just because, like, this is an endless well of things to talk about. I mean, I shouldn't. It wasn't a good show. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to link a video in the description that'll better explain it. But essentially, or I might not. Yeah, no, I will. Because that's where I got most of my information. You know, you should, if you want to, help the source, then, watch their video too. Maybe give them a thumbs up or comment or something. But, yeah, so the basic idea is, they're supposedly going to take this money and apparently buy an ad in Times Square, which apparently is really cheap according to them, like $200. I don't know if that's for like 10 minutes or if that's like, yeah, Times Square, like some little like end of the road that's like technically legally Times Square, but not what we're all thinking when we think of Times Square. Or if it's like poster sheets somewhere, I don't know. Sounds crazy to me. Like, if you can advertise for $200 in Times Square, like, I'm going to start advertising my channel in Times Square. Might get some more subscribers. I'm mostly joking about that. So, yeah, and also, I guess in, like, the Hollywood Reporter, and apparently they're looking into renting a truck to put a billboard on the side of, or something like that, to park outside of Disney or Lucas. I'm assuming Lucas is inside the Disney compound, but I could be wrong about that. So yeah, I don't think any of this will help bring back the show, and this might just be this is pure supposition. I have no reason to actually believe this, but this could just be grifting. Could definitely be people were like, well, the Acolyte seemed to have cost $180 million. By the way, asterisk on that I'll explain here in a second, because we're going to cover two stories at once here. So, obviously that didn't go into the show, so someone was clearly just like taking money somewhere. So, why not pretend like we're going to advertise for the show that we don't own to bring back? And, it'll be yeah, they just wouldn't run the ads. Or, we tried to hire a company to do the ad work, and, they just wouldn't do it. And, well, I mean, we underestimated, and by the time we got estimates back, and we did spec work, and, well, all the money's gone, we tried. We'll write Kathleen Kennedy and tell her all about this, and, maybe we'll get a pat on the back, A for effort. I easily see that being how this all goes down. But I'll reserve judgment till it actually happens. Because I legitimately want to see that ad in Times Square. Like, not in person, obviously, because I'm not going to New York for, like, anything. But, yeah. Oh, that'll be a whole other video right there. Because I've never seen anything like this. I mean, I think, like, had Firefly been a thing today and been canceled today, like, I think would be seeing possibly this level of effort to try to resurrect it. Maybe. Because I hear it was actually a good show. I only watched like part of one episode. I watched Serenity, but I never really did watch the show. I thought Serenity was good, though. So the show was probably good. I should go back and watch it. I think it's only like 13 episodes. But anyway, yeah, so the other side of the whole story here. Apparently The Acolyte cost more than $180 million. Apparently the current estimate is hovering around $230 million. So $50 more than we thought for 8 episodes, roughly a half hour long each. Like, I don't even have the beginnings of a clue as to where that money could have possibly gone. That show does not look that expensive. There's no big stars cast in that. You know, I mean, you haven't got Carrie Ann Moss, but she's in the show for her entire time in the show is probably 15 minutes. No, wait, she's in one of the later episodes a little bit. Okay, so more than that. Let's say half hour. Okay, and it probably took a couple days to film because it's spread across different episodes and everything. But she's not exactly like A-list talent commanding tons of money. I mean, she's a decent actress, you know, but she's not a tremendous part of that cost. I'm sure she's a part of the cost, but yeah. So the old tax documents, like how we found out that the Disney trilogy and a lot of the MCU movies cost substantially more than what everyone has been led to believe. So yeah, I don't think a $2,000 ad campaign is really going to cut it. I'm not entirely certain what one can actually accomplish with a $2,000 ad campaign, largely aimed at a billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar company. Now, I know part of it obviously is convince people like the Times Square. That's not aimed at Disney. That's aimed at people to get them to rally behind and go online, or letter writing campaign or something. Maybe to have them go on to Disney Plus and watch the damn show. Go out and buy the Black Series action figures. Can't tell them to go buy Lego sets because they didn't make any, as I covered in a different video. Yeah, so anyway, that's about all I've got to say about this just preposterous move. I really hope there's a follow-up to this story, because as I watched the other video earlier today, they were already at $1,600. So, and there was a $500 donation, anonymous donation, probably Leslie Headland, probably some of the money that she, took from the series, because it did not cost $230 million to make that show. But either that, or they were like government spending, where it's like $20,000 for a toilet seat or something. And maybe Disney's really building stealth bombers. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's about all I've got to say. So just remember, folks, hashtag Save the Acolyte. Check it out. Make a donation if you want more content. Because, yeah, and not just from me. I'm sure people like The Drinker and Geeks and Gamers and most other critics are going to have a field day if they make a season 2. Now, I actually don't want them to, because of the shills. I don't want them to be able to say, I told you so, or some variation of that, although they didn't tell us anything. But you know what I mean? I really don't want them to have any level of vindication whatsoever. But I do feel bad for the people that did like the show, So that would be the only good thing that would come out of it, is they get something else they'd enjoy, maybe. I'll watch it, so you folks don't have to. But anyway, that's about all I got. If you got anything for me, let me know down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Sharing and commenting are the big things that help drive interaction, which helps drive people to the channel, which is always great. In theory, it leads to more subscriptions. Let's just say I don't put a lot of faith in that theory, but anyway, but you fine folks are we're good with you. So, yeah, that's about it. No more Acolyte news for the moment. I'll let you go. I'll report if it actually achieves funding. But yeah, so anyway, that's all I got. So just remember, oh, I shouldn't go for that. Given the topic here, this could be a power of one, power of two, the power of many kind of moment.